Hello, my amazing US and Canada associates. The time has come for the launch of the most innovative and incredible product, PFT. Yes, you have been waiting for this product, and soon the back office will be open for you to sell and purchase. You will hear testimonials and see the before and after pictures. I am an example of how this product works. You and your customers would be amazed on the results they can get when they use it properly. I can't wait to see your amazing results. Let's go.
I love when he shares his excitement about the products. So let's hear now from a person that you all love. You've got known to know her. She is with us every month, sharing with you not only the products that we're having the product of the month, but she also shares with you the science behind it. She shares with you the ingredients that in it and how to use it and how to react with your body. You guys love her. She's with us every month. Please welcome Mary Esther Gilbert and see that her website as well, which is www.holisticchoices.com. Mary Esther?
Hi, Carmen. How is everyone today?
They're doing fabulous today. Super excited.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us, Mary Esther. I'm going to give you the platform so that you can talk to them. So you are ready to go and share your presentation as well.
Okay, great. Now, I've seen all of these products with APL, and I've done the research on every single botanical ingredient and really dug into the scientific research on every single plant. And as I was writing, about all of this, I was just so excited. I couldn't wait to share this information, right? But now with the PFT, this research is so impressive. And we've already been seeing the results. So as I've always said, when the science matches the results in real life, you've got something that's very irrefutable. No one can argue with it, right? It's in the science and it's also in real life results. So this is why I think this is going to be a product that takes the company even further than it ever has before. Because who doesn't want to maintain their body fat levels to a healthy level at the very least? Those of us who have to look good, or we're not going to be credible. All of you, you're all representing this amazing company. So I think the PFT is going to bring out your beauty even more and your handsomeness even more. So anyway, I'd like to just give you an overview of the product. I'm going to screen share. I wasn't going to, but I want you to see the research that I've done. It's in the typical format, that I put into the APL book before in the revised version of the book. So I'm going to screen share if that's okay with you, Carmen.
Yep, absolutely. You have the opportunity to screen share now.
All righty. I've got the mic, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so I did a little bit of highlighting so that I could just pick out. I know we have a time crunch here, but heck, I could just spend hours talking about this product and all the botanicals, but I do have to, just really narrow it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm eating my hair. Okay, sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick out just the attributes of the plants that apply to losing body fat, and also how your body handles body fat, how it can convert it to energy rather than storing it all over the body. So let's go. All right, so barley seeds, isn't that a beautiful plant? So yes, it's been used since antiquity. India probably were the ones that first discovered it or started using it as a food, and it spread throughout the world from a very long time ago, So it contains this kind of fiber that is so good for the heart. So if it's insoluble fiber, then your body can't digest it and break it down, but it does a heck of a job sweeping out, the whole house, right? It just cleans house. But the soluble fibers are actually very heart healthy. And they're not only found in apples and pears, they're found in all kinds of different plants I've discovered. So the research that's been done shows that it can decrease cholesterol levels and reduce the levels of the low density lipoproteins in the blood. So it's good for the heart. So again, we're dealing with body fat, right? And how it handles fats, including how much is converted to cholesterol. It has a low glycemic index, which means it's safe for diabetes. People don't have to worry about increasing their blood sugar levels when they're taking in this particular wonderful grain. So it contains all these antioxidants that assist with managing proper levels of blood glucose and your insulin. So you'll always have a better balanced blood sugar level in your blood. So if you take in too many carbs, then the blood glucose levels go up, and then your body has to convert it to triglycerides, and it also has to store it as body fat to take all that dangerous amount of blood out of the bloodstream. So it has to have a certain level of blood glucose always circulating in the blood, but not too much. So otherwise it'll just store it as body fat, So that's what this plant is good for. And it's also good for gut health because of that kind of fiber. So it maintains a healthy microflora in the environment, in your colon. It's also been shown to reduce visceral fat, and that's the kind of fat it's like deep belly fat in the abdominal cavity and surrounding the organs like the intestines and the liver, stomach, so your body will store fat wherever it can, but mostly under the skin, and that's where it shows the most, right? So also phytochemicals that it has, I always have to talk about the plant phytonutrient compounds because those are the ones that help aid the metabolic rate. They help detoxify, they protect the immune system, they help balance blood sugar levels. So we always have to be, conscious of what phytonutrient compounds are in these plants. And as you can see, I'm scrolling here, and of course, every plant has pansystemic effects, right? Not just any particular system we're looking at in particular, but it has varying effects on all the body systems. So this is a good one too. It transports fat molecules like the triacylglycerol, diacylglycerol, monoacylglycerol, and all these different essential fatty acids that we get from the diet. So it really helps your body utilize those fats so that you have healthy cell structures and your body can regulate its body temperature, reduce inflammation, nourish the cells and nourish the brain. All the nerve cells require these types of fatty acids. So while you are reducing your body fat, know that all these botanicals are really nourishing your body and protecting your health. So we'll go on to what Sergey called the bird pepper, and I found out it's the pod pepper, the cayenne. That's just another name for it. It's also called the Pekin. My father used to make the hottest chili you ever could imagine with this type of pepper. So there's other names for it too, as you can see. But it contains capsaicin, and that's a major active phytochemical compound known for its anti-obesity effects. It actually helps your body burn body fat, and it helps reduce abdominal fat. All right, so one of the many anti-inflammatory, it's high in all these other nutrients that aid the immune system kind of thing. So here's another thing about capsaicin. It's been shown to sustain fat oxidation or the continued breakdown of fats or triglycerides down to free fatty acids. So those are easier to use for energy, thus maintaining an elevated resting energy expenditure when you're not exercising. So people who have been in, really serious weight training and running and other athletics, they know that when they work out, their metabolism just gets elevated so that they're even burning calories even when they're sleeping or not exercising. So this is one thing that capsaicin does. Now the brown algae. So it's a seaweed. Don't know if anybody knew that, but all kinds of studies have been done on this particular seaweed. And it shows its potential of the fucoidan, which is the polysaccharide compound in this plant, and it inhibits fat accumulation by inhibiting the formation and increases the adipocyte fat cells. So it prevents your body from forming more fat cells, and so it kind of plays a role in inhibiting the accumulation of fat in the body. Your body's going to burn fat more readily, and of course you have to help it along. This doesn't give us license to go out and eat all kinds of foods that that cause the body to elevate its blood sugar level and therefore store more body fat. Okay, so we have to, help it along. Why take a few steps backward when this wonderful drop can take us forward? So you want to keep going forward, right? Okay, so another study showed an increase in energy expenditure, decreased the lipogenesis, and that's reducing the formation of new fat cells. And so it also decreased the size of the fat cells, and it has all kinds of anti-inflammatory effects also. It has an appetite modulating effect that signals satiety levels. So, it will communicate with your brain and your nervous system to let you know that, you don't need to eat anymore. You're nourished enough, right? So we really have to stay conscious of when we are starting to feel satisfied. Why wait until we're already all the way stuffed? You don't want to get to that point because you're much more likely to store body fat that way. So, everything in moderation, nutrient density and everything you put into your body. But it's nice to know that this has an appetite modulating effect. It also has a pigment called fucoxanthin. It's got all kinds of health benefits, and it also contains all kinds of the polyunsaturated fats, which are very important as precursors for forming hormones in the body that regulate everything, including how your body utilizes fat, storing it, using it for energy, and distributing it to other areas of the body where it will be needed. So I like to just mention the phytochemical compounds like the fucosterol, isofucosterol. Like I said, they're precursors for all sorts of regulating hormones in the body. The fluorotannins in the algae, they're found to be anti-diabetic, among other wonderful protective health effects. And the flax seeds, another super seed, another superfood. They also contain lignans, and that's been shown to improve the blood lipid profile. So if you go to your doctor and they check your blood lipid profiles, you can show them a before and after. If you want to have your profiles checked before and take the product and see what happens after. So I've been getting a lot of good reports there. And also effective against inflammatory adipokines when adiposity or fat storage is occurring. So a lot of inflammation occurs in the body when it's storing too much body fat. It sets off a whole cascade of biochemical reactions in the body. So you want to keep the inflammatory effect at a minimal by eating foods like this. Or we've got the DNA, we've got the mitochondria, and all of the protein generating organelles from the cells of these plants. So it gives the body instructions on how to do all of that. And so we're getting that from this particular one especially. Okay, more unsaturated fats. I mean, if you're going to have an omega-3 unsaturated fat in your diet, then you want to have the flax seeds, All right. Now, ginger root, we're pretty familiar with that. It's found in many of the drop formulations, which I think is an important ingredient to add to any of the drops. But it's also been found to modulate obesity through all these mechanisms, like increases thermogenesis. That means increasing heat production. So when your body increases heat production, it means that it's dipping into its body fat stores for energy. And also lipolysis, which means breaking down fats for energy from your foods rather than storing them readily for future use, right? That's what the body does. It stores excess calories in the form of fat for future energy use. But if you're eating, if you're well nourished, then you probably don't have to store so much, energy potential in the body in the form of body fat. All right, let's see. Yeah, and as far as fat absorption, digestion, controlling appetite, ginger is an excellent food for that. And also it's great for stimulating the bile flow from the liver in fat metabolism. So we have to secrete the right enzymes in order to break down those fats, and the bile flow is very important for that. And let's see, ginger root, it's essential for transporting lipids from the liver in fat metabolism. So anyone who has a choline deficiency, it's associated with overweight or obesity. So it's important to have plant foods in the diet so that you have enough choline. And it's actually a precursor as a neurotransmitter for transmitting nerve impulse from nerve cell to nerve cell. So your body can communicate with everything, all the systems and everything like that. So it's very important for maintaining your brain and your nervous system. As you can see, there are so many studies on this particular root. And it's very important when you're watching your weight too, to make sure you're not accumulating a lot of synthetic toxins, because those toxins can clog up the microcirculation in the liver and in the lymph nodes. They can destroy the nerve cells, so you have less communication. You know, they can affect the brain, memory and thinking, and just energy levels all the way around. They can also affect the hormonal system as well. So now we have horseradish. Now that is a super food. So it's been found to have a high amount of all these different types of antioxidant polyphenolic compounds, and they actually help break down fat or digest fat. And they also block the absorption of too much fat. If you have a lot of fat in the diet and your body's having trouble converting it and storing it, and it's circulating in the bloodstream, and your cells are trying to do their best to absorb these fats, digest them properly. So all these problems occur when there's too much fat in the diet all at once. But this plant will actually help break that down for you. The psyllium husk, that's, well, the outside of the seed, which is the psyllium husk, has so many health benefits, and this is what the whole plant looks like. But it's actually a non-digestible carbohydrate. And so it's comprised of these different types of sugars called monosaccharides, like the arabinose and xylose. And so what this particular plant does is it forms a viscous gel-like mucilage that adheres to toxins and materials in the colon to be easily excreted. So, you know, a lot of material does get stuck in the colon if your diet is low in fiber, both insoluble and soluble fibers. So this is a very important non-digestible, you know, type of insoluble fiber. And it's been found to improve the basal metabolic index, which means, you know, how fast your body burns calories, and also affect the waist circumference, which is, of course, correlated with obesity. And not only that, it does what fiber does, and improves digestion and increases satiety. So when it expands in the colon or in the stomach, as this type of fiber starts gathering water, it expands a little bit. And so you feel more full more readily. So one more thing about the psyllium husk. So one study found that supplementing with psyllium husk on a weight loss, you know, regimen that included diet, counseling, and exercise, and you've got to have those factors. Otherwise, you know, like I said before, you want to take it further. You don't want to take a few steps back and then one step forward. So you want to increase your metabolic rate and increase the circulatory system, so you're burning more calories at rest and all that good stuff that exercise brings. And I won't even go there. I wrote a whole book on that. You can go check that out. But so results showed a significant weight loss in the experimental group compared to the control group. And researchers concluded that psyllium fiber intake increases satiety and subsequently reduces excess food intake. All right, so that's one way to stop yourself from eating too much, right? Is just get plenty of those types of fibers. All right, so turmeric root. We all know that one as well. We all know that it helps maintain cholesterol levels, but it has a lipid lowering effect by reducing the amount of fats in the circulatory system. So it helps your body get them out of the bloodstream and start using them for energy rather than storing them in your organs, in the, the visceral organs. All right, so then it's been found to be useful in weight loss. It breaks down fats and significantly simplifies the process of dietary fats digestion by, again, promoting the flow of bile from the gallbladder. So it improves the gallbladder functioning. And of course, a lot of these plants have all these compounds in them to keep cholesterol levels in the normal range, and of course have a lipid lowering effect or reducing the fats in the circulatory system. So it's, like ginger and turmeric have been studied extensively, and there's, just thousands literally of studies out there on these. So it was really fun to summarize the peer-reviewed studies, which are also a summary of the thousands of studies that have been done on these plants. So let's get into the extracts. Now, the extracts also have a lot of health benefits too, because what happens is you extract all of the good stuff from these plants and just scale it down so it will fit into a little drop, right? And of course, they're going to take out the DNA and all the plant cell components that are inside these cells as well. And it just gets extracted automatically when you smash the root pulp and you take everything out of there. So anyway, just to give you a quick rundown regarding the PFT product, it benefits hyperlipidemia. So it takes down the high blood lipids, and that's because of the compounds called betalains. What they do is they scavenge lipid-free radicals, inhibiting peroxidase, nitrite-induced oxidase, all these enzymes, and lowers cholesterol. And then it's found to reduce serum glucose levels. So if your blood sugar is a little high, the beetroot is excellent for taking that out, also assisting the functioning of the pancreas and production of insulin, which is what uptakes the glucose out of the bloodstream. And other health benefits, heart healthy benefits, blood vessel strength and pliability kind of thing. Again, helps the production of bile acids to digest fats, lowering cholesterol. All these different compounds act pansystemically and act upon the systems that help your body metabolize fats. Tomato extract, same thing. I mean, every plant has different sets of biochemical compounds, or they might have some of the same, but they're mixed in combination with other compounds. So they may have a different effect on the body. And that's how these thousands of biochemical compounds work in the system. So the tomato, all of its extracts, they contain the phytochemicals called phytofluene, and also the huge classification of the carotenoids, beta carotene, in this case, flavonoids, also a huge classification that are known for benefiting the pliability and structure and strength and tensile strength of our cells, blood vessels, and organs and such. Carotenoids, lycopene, you might have seen these on labels of supplements. Let's see. So yeah, overall, that's been found to have a good effect on the body mass index, on blood pressure. So that means it's great for the kidneys functioning to regulate the water inside and outside of your cells, to not retain too much water between the cells in the interstitial tissues. So you don't want to you want to make sure you're balancing your water tables inside and outside of your cells. And so that'll prevent a lot of inflammatory responses. All right, so then it also has been found to reduce levels of cholesterol, the undesirable low-density lipoproteins, and also reduce these inflammatory biomarkers that sometimes when you have medical tests done, you might have an elevated amount of these enzymes, inflammatory enzymes. And lycopene has been shown to just ameliorate metabolic abnormalities related to obesity, like insulin resistance. Your body's unable to take the blood sugar out, no matter how much insulin the pancreas secretes into the bloodstream, that kind of thing. So you don't want to go there. and also excess fat cells and blood lipids, all kinds of things. So, I could go on, but I am trying to make it in a reasonable amount of time here, Carmen.
No, I understand it. We really appreciate all the science behind and that you give us. And so somebody asked me, do we really have these ingredients in the products? Yes, there's a very rigorous process on registering our products with the FDA to be able to sell them in the US. And we have to specify all of our ingredients on the label. So if you look at our boxes, that is actually what we register with the FDA to be able to sell our products. Mary Esther, I do want to ask you, I'm so fascinated by all the information that you gave us about it helps with digestion, fat burning, helps with BMI reduction, levels of cholesterol, cravings, of course. So if I am brand new to APL Go and I am not a scientist or proficient in speaking about a product, what are 3 things that I can tell my customer that the product does in order for them to help have a conversation with a customer? Like 3 things that you think are the most important.
Okay, so it helps regulate blood sugar. Too much blood sugar causes the body to store it as body fat. So if we're going to take PFT to reduce body fat, that's the one thing you want to pay attention to, and know that those factors are in the botanicals in this formulation. Also, just to speed up the way your body uses energy, these phytochemicals are brilliant at getting to the fat and helping your body convert it to energy more readily than storing it as body fat, kind of thing. And also, these compounds in these botanicals, they just elevate the metabolism so that you're burning more calories at rest. It's just like when you've exercised a lot, it's just, so it just elevates the way your body uses fats, elevates your metabolism, and gives you more energy as a result.
That's great. So I hope you guys have taken copious notes of what she shared. We will be posting the recording, of course, on Telegram, and it'll be sent out as well on our newsletter. She will be with us at our convention, which is on October 6th and 7th in Houston. If you have not registered, please do, because Mary Esther is not only going to talk about PFT, but she's also going to educate us on all the other drugs that we use, that we sell at APL Go. So thank you so much, Mary Esther. Love the information that you share. Also remember that she has a website where this information is at www.holisticschoices, I say that right? .com. And so
Holistic, yeah.
Holisticschoices.com. And she has all that information there for all of you too. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. They have shared just this amazing love for you on the chat, and we'll see you at convention. How about that?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye now.
Next, we have one of our leaders that has been using PFT. She used it for about 4 weeks, and she's going to share with you what it did for her, what it's doing for her right now. And I will share the screen with her before and after pictures as soon as she wants me to share it. So please welcome Tina D'Angelo, Corporate Director.
Thank you, Carmen. And I just love Mary Esther to death. I could sit there and listen to her all night long. It's almost like soothing just to listen to her go through everything. And I 100% agree about these amazing botanicals. I'm going to just share a little bit about my experience. Of course, these are my personal experiences and my professional opinions. But I have been blown away with exactly what Mary Esther said. Is it does target a lot of those things in our bodies that we struggle with. A little bit of background about me, because of course I do use the other products, which I'm a big believer that everyone has certain underlying issues. So I personally struggled, or have struggled, is under control now. So I guess I don't struggle anymore, but I have a family history of obesity, diabetes, Hashimoto's, which I particularly had, high cholesterol, and a hormonal disorder, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I have taken other of our products, which you can go back to anyone and talk to them about which ones would address some of those symptoms. So those are under control, but I still struggled. I'm in my late 40s, 4 kids later, right? I tried all the things. I work out, I exercise, I generally eat pretty healthy. I drink my water. I do all the things, right? But I still struggled with that, just a few pounds, like just, on and on and on. And I've tried all the things. I'm a busy mom. I still work outside the home. So for me, it's got to be easy and simple, right? I can't overcomplicate it. When you put too many rules and too many things, especially when it comes to weight loss programs and coaching and all the things and counting and right, it's like that's when people fail. So I was really curious to see how this would work for me. I had 2 boxes that I got in Colombia, being in the mastermind group, and I actually took my before pictures, which I'm so happy I did, which Carmen will share that in a minute. But I took 2 a day. That's all I had. I did the full 4 weeks on it. I lost 7 pounds and 5 inches. And here's the thing with me is that I tend to be kind of an overeater. I have late night cravings. I know there's things in my genetics that make it so that I don't feel full. And so what this product did for me is almost like within the first and second day, I noticed I wasn't craving those late night snacks. In fact, there were days that I would be taking the product, the PFT, and I would be like, oh my gosh, it's like 2 p.m. and I haven't even gotten hungry yet, right? But I didn't feel a decrease in my energy. I didn't have any of those uncomfortable side effects, right? That we know come with some weight loss products, right? Like the detoxing and all that. I didn't have any of that. No upset stomach. I was just feeling great and going around my day. And I noticed that I just wasn't eating as much. I wasn't having the sweets, the cravings. I like my cookie ice cream, at night. I was feeling I didn't need that. And so I am on the trial now. This was actually before, right? Look at, right? You got to get uncomfortable, right? It was really hard for me to take these pictures. I'm not going to lie. But I did it because these are real results. And I know people need to know that this product really works. I did get off the product for a few months because I didn't have any more. And I noticed that some of those things were coming back. My cravings were coming back. I even, put on a pound or 2 in those couple months, which is, totally fine because I understand that the nutrition plays a huge role. So without those certain nutrients, I think I was starting to kind of go back to some of my old ways or my old cravings. But as soon as I got back on, we're now in the US-Canada trial. And I also didn't realize that I wasn't taking the full recommended dose. What we're learning through the Europeans and being in the trial is it really is 3 a day is the key, which makes sense when you're eating 2 or 3 times a day, plus you're wanting to get those nutritions to your cell. So this time around, first week, I lost 4 pounds. I was super excited about. I'm still continuing to lose inches. I think I've lost close to another inch around my waist. I know it's hard to believe. And so I'm just excited. I'm excited to see where this will lead, like just a gradual healthy, right? Like getting your body healthy, but then filling in those deficiencies that, some of us just struggle with, like age, genetics, right? All the things. So thank you for letting me share, Carmen. I know everyone's going to be different, right? These are my personal experiences. We're all different people, different cells, different, symptoms and things that we're dealing with. But I have been pleasantly surprised, and I just can't wait to see where I'm at in a few more months.
Yes, I can't wait either to see you at convention and see where you are. And, everything starts with a change. So if you just keep doing the same things over and over, things might not change. But if you add something different, things will change. And hopefully this will be a product that will really help you with your health and wellness. So now I want to share with you, the promo launch, what it's going to cost, what is the special that we have. And here it is. So starting this Friday, September 1st at 8 a.m. Eastern time until Sunday, September 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can purchase a 5-pack special promo price, a 5-pack, 5 boxes at $250 US. You'll be saving $150. Yeah, it will be open first thing in the morning on Friday. If you only want to buy one box, or if your customers just want to purchase one box, it will be $70 and you will have a savings of $10. So again, 5 boxes for $250, a savings of $150, one box for $70, a saving of $10. In addition to that, we have packs. We have kits, sorry, not packs, kits that have our PFT ingredient products in each of that. So we have the PFT Launch promo, $250 US. The VIP kit, it's $1,800 US. The Presentation Plus kit, $750 US, and our Diamond kit, $3,000 US. These will be available in the back office and for our customers to purchase on Friday, starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We also have marketing materials, which I will put on the chat, the Google Doc that you can go into and get all these incredible materials. And I'm going to have to exit and copy it. I'm sorry, because I was trying to post the page for people to join on Facebook, but I will post it on the chat here in a minute. But look at all the materials that we have for you to launch your business. So again, this will take you right into a drive that has logos. It has presentation with the ingredients, what all the ingredients are, all the kind of things that you need to use to be able to sell the product, and so that you're more educated about the product. So I'm going to copy this really quick. I apologize for that. And I'm going to put it on the chat so everybody can use it, and you can have it tonight. You can start using it tonight. One second. Don't we love technology, right? Here we go. Oh, there it is. It's already there. So here's, you guys can have that. You can play around with it tonight. It's going to give you everything that you need, product, ingredients. You can promote it on Facebook. It's got everything that you might need. So here's an example. This will be there. Pictures of people that have used the product, everything that you need, it's going to be there. We're also going to have a video a little bit later on that you can use to share with others. So it's a great way to go on Messenger and share with your friends. Hey, I just got this new product with my company. It's doing incredible things. Here's some information. Take a look at the video. Let me know what you think. And then you can follow up with them. And last but not least, this is my favorite part of all my calls. So I'm going to be here on the chat. I'm going to put my glasses so I can see who's answering this. I want somebody to put on the chat what time, put your name, at what time is PFT going to open for sale on Friday? 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's correct. What was one thing that Mary Esther shared that was something that PFT does for your body? Anti-inflammatory, yes. Normalize. Look at this is awesome. All right. One thing that I said that I invited you to, what are the dates of our convention? Awesome. Look at this. And then for the big prize, so everybody who answered the first one, the first person who answered is going to get one box of PFT sent to them for free as a gift from me. And this is the big one. Drum roll. Okay. The first person who answers this is going to get a 5-pack of PFT. What is the promo price for a 5-pack of PFT? There we go. That is awesome. So I hope that you guys learn a lot tonight. I hope that you enjoy this product launch and that you take on your business to the next level, that your customers are so excited about what we have to offer, and that this really changes lives, not only financially, but changes lives physically and how they feel and what it does for them. So with that said, I want to thank everybody tonight for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon, hopefully, at convention October 6th and 7th. Have a great evening.